Okay, 19. Okay, this is division rule. So we got our little bar here. We put our big numbers. What do we do with the littles? We subtract them. So it's going to be x to the negative 4 minus 0. Yeah, that's horrible. Okay, so what do we put on the bottom? Yeah, well, yeah, but you can put a 1 on the bottom, but eventually that you're going to have 2 to the x to the negative 4 over 1. And then we need to move that x to the negative 4 to the bottom. So it's going to be 2 over x to the 4. And if you want to put the 1 there too, you totally can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, look at 21. What needs to happen? What type of problem is it? How can we tell? Does it have a bar, parentheses, a dot, or nothing? Simplifying. So it's a simplifying problem. Okay, so does it have any zeros? Does it have any negatives? Yeah, it does. Okay, it's going to be 3 over m to the 1, n to the 4. And if you look at this and you're like, I don't know what to do, look at your rules. Have these written somewhere. I just ask you the questions that are written on the board. It's not anything that I'm doing that's special. Okay, I look at this and I say, well, does it have any zeros? Does it have any negatives? Okay, so if you have those, you'll be all right. Okay, 23, what type of rule is that? Yeah, okay, and it looks really complicated. It's not. We multiply the bigs and we add the littles. So I'm going to have 4 times 4, m to the what? What am I going to write for my m's?
4 plus 2.
4 plus 2
Plus negative 2.
plus negative 2. What about my n's? Perfect. Okay, that's all like spread out super far how it should look, okay? We're going to have 16 m to the what? What are we going to get for the m's?
4.
Yeah, so see the 2's? I got a positive 2 and a negative 2. That means they're going to cancel, so you're just going to be left with that 4. What about the n's? Negative 3. Okay. Then what? Are we done? Yeah, you gotta move the n to the bottom. So 16m to the 4 over n to the 3. Good?
Yeah.
25. What do you need to fill in? Huh? A 1. Where? Right by this 4. Okay, where can you fill in a 1 on 26? Yeah, for the x. Okay, so this needs to go to each little number in here. Okay, so you're going to have 4 to the 1 times 3. A to the negative 4 times 3. Okay, so you're going to have 4 to the 3rd, A to the negative 12. Okay, then what?
Move the 8 to the 12 to the bottom.
You got to move the A to the 12 to the bottom, so it's going to be 4 to the 3rd, A to the 12. Good? Sam, are we done?
No, you gotta simplify.
Yeah, we got to simplify. What is 4 to the 3rd?
64.
64. So you're going to have 64A to the 12. Why do we have to simplify? numbers and letters, it needs to be fully simplified. Okay? No, you wasn't. Okay, and then 27. Okay, draw your bar, and you fill in your big numbers. Okay, and then what do we do with the exponents? We subtract them, so you're gonna have x to the
It's
1 minus 1. X to the 1 minus 1. Y to the negative 1 minus 3. Okay, what is 1 minus 1? X to the 0, y to the negative 4 over 3. Okay, what is x to the 0? It's 1 or it can cross out. Okay, either one is going to work. So what do you guys prefer? Cross it out? Okay. Where does the negative 4 need to go? To the bottom. Okay, so we're going to have 3y to the 4th. What do we have to put on top? A 1. So did it really get crossed out? No, it didn't. Okay, we crossed it out, but we still had to write it again in anyways. So it didn't really matter. Okay, simplifying radicals. What are some factors of 128? 2 and 64? 64.
2 and
32.
32. 2 and 16.
2 and 8. 2 and 4. 2 and 2. What is our group number?
2.
It's 2. Okay? So, how many can go?
3.
1, 2, 3 groups can go. So 1, 2, 3. And then how many can't go? 1 of them. What about the letters?
You gotta go in the house.
He's got to want a house because there's only 1. Okay, what do we do with the outside? We multiply them. So 2 times 2 times 2, 8. So you're going to have a square root of 2k. Okay, what are some factors of 128?
2 and 64.
2 and 64? Was that just our number?
Yeah.
Oh. 2 and 32. 2 and 16?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 and 8. 2 and 4. 2 and 2. Okay, and you should already know how the radical is going to look. So if you don't want to write all that out, you totally don't have to. Okay. We already know what's the numbers going to be. What's the numbers going to be? If it's the same number, what's the numbers going to be? 8 square root of 2. Okay?
But there's an x outside these 3 x's.
So, what about the variables? So, how many x's do we have?
3.
We have 3. And what's our group number?
2.
2. So, we can circle them. And for every one we circle, we put 1 on the outside. So, put an x on the outside. What about the other guy?
He should be inside.
Inside. Okay, and we have 1 y. So, can he go?
Inside.
Inside. He can't go. Okay, and then 33. How are we going to set this up? 5,000. Actually, what's the formula? Let's see who remembers today. What's the formula?
C
P.
parentheses 1 plus R over N. Right?
Yeah.
And then parentheses NT.
Look at you, Reese.
Go.
Jacob. All right. So, how do we fill this in? What goes first? 5,000. 1 plus. So, yes. So, a bunch of you guys did the decimal one wrong yesterday, so pay close attention. If the decimal is like this, 4.7%, okay, we move the decimal over 2 places. That means that right here is the decimal. We go 1, 2, and you make a new decimal, and whatever you want to call them, things are empty, you need to fill in with zeros. So your new decimal is 0.47. Okay? So make sure you do that, because some of you guys got some god-awful high numbers on the back page of your, on these, and I was like, what is going on? It's your decimal. Okay, so it's going to be 0.047. What's our N? 3. And NT? 3 times 4, which is going to be 12.
Wait, 0.047.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what are you going to get for an answer?
Bro, so you don't know.
6,000. 18,5?
No, 25.
25.
6025.
Oh.
37. Dang, so what you got?